Cameras up here. And we're live. It is Tuesday, June 24th. I just wanted to come on and say hi. It's been a minute. It's been a hot little minute. I kind of took a break to celebrate Gemini season. But now it's over and we're here. So just wanted to talk about a new decant that I got and some other things that I've been loving. Please, if you're in the chat, drop what you've been loving lately because I want to know. It is heating up outside here in the DC area. We've been having these heat waves and it is crazy. Gee, you have to tell me all about your birthday shenanigans, what you bought for yourself, what you have been enjoying. Good to see you, girl. Hey. So, yeah, I was like, I have to get on here today because if I let today go by, then I'll let another week go by, and I did not want that to happen because I actually miss you guys and talking fragrances and stuff. So, but yes, G, please tell me, what did you wear on your birthday? I'm trying to remember. I know yours was after mine, but I'm having a hard time remembering the date. Remind me and let me know. So, about to get me Symphony gift from me to me. I love that. Symphony has been all the rage. So one day I was out and I smelled somebody and they were like, oh, I recognized the Delina. And they were like, oh, I have Delina on with Symphony. It's like everybody and their mama knows about Symphony. I would just be shocked, like, just shocked. Not everybody, but you know what I'm saying? Like people you really don't expect. But yeah, I guess the perfume girlies are really out here more than we realize sometimes. Hey, Arlene, how are you? Thanks for dropping in tonight. What is your scent of the day, Arlene? And G, what are you wearing today? So G also tells us that she wore counterplay for her birthday on the 16th. There we go. Okay, so not quite 10 days out from mine. Mine was on June 7th, and then G's birthday was on June 16th. I love it. She wore Counterplay by Mind Games. And then about to get her some LV Symphony, honey. G, can you remind me if you're into Brown Sugar Babe? Because they actually have Symphony coming out in an oil on Friday. Does that interest you? Are you into them? Let me know. I'm curious. So I have in my caption that I have room 1015 Love-O-Matic. And I think I signed up for a decant for Love-O-Matic simply because it's room 15. Like room 15 is just one of those brands that I like, adore. So when I saw that a new one was coming out, I just had to get it. It has some interesting notes like strawberry and bubblegum. And it's funny because when I think, so this is how it goes, right? When I first saw it, I was like, oh, Room 1015 has something new. Ooh. I was super excited, right? And then when I came back and I saw like the listing for the split to get a decant, I was like, bubblegum, I don't need that. And I couldn't find where I signed up for it. So I was like, good, I don't even really need it. But then they inboxed me like, your invoice is, thanks for being a part of the split. And I was like, oh, I guess I did sign up for it. So I do have it today. I'm glad that it finally came. Have you guys heard anything about this one? I don't think I've read or heard anything about it really. But yeah, I will tell you my initial thoughts on it. So G says that she is into BSB, Brown Sugar Babe. Those prices though, girl, I completely understand because But luckily, they just had a sale, that a Juneteenth sale, and they also had a sale at their pop-up, which we'll talk about a little bit later, that I attended. Arlene's scent of the day is BBW Magic in the Air with Tiziana Terenzi Lince. It's Italian, so Lince maybe. Counterplay is by Mind Games, and Arlene says she doesn't have any mind games. All right, so room 1015. This is what my little decant looks like. That's so cute to me. Love-O-Matic is described as a fruity, musky, ozonic, sweet, tropical, powdery, woody, floral. Let me spray some. I don't think I have anything all over this hand, and we're going to give it some good sprays. Hi, Sophisticated Diva. G's scent of the day is Eve by Stephanie Bruheen. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. And Sophisticated Diva says, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it. Not quite sure what you're referencing, Sophisticated Sense. But her scent of the day is BSB Ginger Snap and Twilly Hermes Ginger. Yes. I smelled that at the pop-up, and it is a good one. I try to buy scents that I feel like I gravitate towards and wear more, and I don't necessarily wear my ginger fragrances or ginger dominant fragrances as much. So I did not buy that one, but I did smell it, and I think it is beautiful. So I know you're smelling great. Oh, you won't be able to do the BSB LV drop. Yeah, and the prices increased on that drop. So honey, I am okay. I am okay. What's your favorite ginger scent? Sophisticated. What's your favorite ginger scent? So I sprayed on this Love-O-Matic, okay? It is true that it is a musky fragrance. It is ozonic. It is powdery. It is a little sweet and a little fruity. But I think when our good scent sister Ty, I told her that it was coming in. She was like, is that fragrance that smell like linen sheets and bubble gum or something like that? And I was like, I hope not. But guess what it smells like? Linen sheets and a tiny bit of bubble gum. So I could see, so that's what I get. Just right off, it comes off light but musky and almost a little hard to detect with my nose, because I don't know, it's just not as refined, or it doesn't fine tune itself to like very soft scents. But when I smell it, I am getting more of the fresh laundry. I'm getting more of the fresh laundry, not as concentrated as a dryer sheet, but just that fresh laundry, like right out of the dryer. And there's a little bit of sweetness in it that's reminiscent of some type of fruity light candy. So I'm super glad that I got a decant of this. I'm not sure if I would have blind bought a full bottle anyway, but this particular fragrance, I don't personally find it right now as full bottle worthy. I think there are other scents that I like more that are more musky, slightly sweet. This is nice if you happen to get it, but just personally for me right now, without doing a real full on wear, this is not a full bottle for me at all. So much so, like I haven't even felt the need to pull the decant and just wear it all over. But I do want to do my due diligence and wear it to make sure that I have like a better sense of the smell, how it wears, what's my experience in it, instead of just smelling it off the back of my hand. It's just so light. I'm trying to think what I'd even wear with it. I would probably put this on with my Skin Potions Candy Heart because it It's a slightly sweet, to me, candy bubblegum type smell. And so I wonder what these two layered would be. And I might even try it tomorrow. I have to go into the office. And so if a lot of times I'm greatly influenced, like if I'm listening to a fragrance video, like I will have it in my brain, like, oh yeah, that is nice. Oh, that sounds real good. And I got that. Let me try that. So that'll influence me sometimes. And even though I've already picked something, having it on my mind that, oh, I'm gonna wear that. And then I'll listen to a video and it's on to the next thing. So if I'm not distracted tomorrow, the game plan may be Love-O-Matic and Candy Heart by Skin Potions. So this is just it's just okay to me. Like, and the picture, I don't know if you can see well, but this is a picture of a girl sitting on a basket of laundry, chewing and blowing bubblegum. So it makes sense. The picture's giving a great depiction of what that fragrance actually smells like. Let's see what you guys are talking about. So Sophisticated does say that her favorite ginger scent is Twilly O Ginger. Twilly O Ginger. I have no idea how you say that in French, but Twilly O Ginger. And Sophisticated says she wants the Love-O-Matic. She loves a fresh laundry scent, like replicas Last Sunday Morning or Bubble Bath. Okay. So this is going to give you more light, powdery, musky with the little candy, slight bubblegum behind it. I think Bubble Bath is a little bit more rosy, soapy coconut. And Last Sunday Morning, I smelled that earlier in my fragrance journey, and I wasn't the biggest fan because at that time I just wasn't really into musky type fragrances. I always felt like they were more for my mother and her speed, but now I'm into them. So maybe I need to smell it again. Do I have it? I'm not sure. Arlene says that she wore Chloe Nomad the other day and it was good. Nice. And Sophisticated says she needs to smell Sonic Flower. Yeah, I wonder how it compares to this one. I don't know because I have not smelled Sonic Flower, but that sounds like, from what I remember of it, that is one that I would blind buy because that is something about Sonic Flower sounds like a salty flower, but let me just look it up because that is another Room 1015 fragrance, powdery, musky, iris, amber, woody, soft, spicy. Okay, and it is a Jerome Epinette fragrance. So has carrot seeds at the top with pink pepper, orris, jasmine, musk, cashmere, and ambroxan. And it is being compared to Glossier U. So maybe not. Glossier U, the If You Musk Bath and Body Works. What is Fleur de Peau by Diptyque? Okay, so I'm glad I looked into that because maybe I should not. But they say it's a beautiful and sophisticated, clean, fresh, flowery scent. I would definitely get my nose on it though, for sure. Let's see who Love-O-Matic is by. Love-O-Matic is by Jerome Marino. Okay, I have to wear this tomorrow. You guys, I am a huge fan of Jerome Marino. And I became a fan of his because he seemed to be MFK's protege. And that's where I learned about him. And I really liked his style. And he did Valentino, let me make sure, Valentino Yellow Dream. It's very underrated. Nobody talks about it a lot, but I really enjoy that Valentino. That's like one of my favorite ones. Oh, he even did a Pepe Jeans. I didn't know that. The one that's in that little cocktail glass, he did a flanker of it. That is so cute. Okay, so he did Jerome did Jasmine Freak, guys. Okay, intermission, Jerome D. Marino, intermission. Let me see what you guys are saying. Sophisticated says she needs to smell Sonic Flower. And Arlene says Nomad has ginger in it. Didn't know that. I wasn't as big of I was a sort of Chloe fan, but not necessarily the Nomad line. But I feel like there was a Nomad that I initially grew to like at some point. G says, I would have never thought of a fresh laundry bubblegum combo. Not a fan of fresh linen for perfume. It's nice. It's just not mind blowing like I need a full bottle. But I'm going to wear this tomorrow because I'm a fan of Jerome. Jerome. Hey, Nika. Good to see you. Thank you for joining in tonight. Needed to do a live real quick because I miss you guys and we need to talk about some things. Sophisticated says, Wave Chow is baked. Girl, that's exactly why I'm doing a Jerome DiMarino intermission at this moment, because Jerome did 3 fragrances for Room 1015. He did Jasmine Freak, Love-O-Matic, and Wave Chow. So let me tell y'all about Wave Chow. I got a decant of Wave Chow, and I got it, I think I want to say like fall, winter. And I just was not feeling it. Like, okay, it has that kind of like watermelon cologne note, musky, aquatic type thing. And I felt like I wasn't feeling it like that. And I was like, well, I have JPG's Fleur Terrible. I forgot the new name for it. But when I bought it, it was Fleur Terrible. And I was like, they're so similar. I think I'll just stick with my full bottle of Fleur Terrible. So fast forward, I got a little bit more curious about Wave Child. I got a dupe. People have been calling it schmoop online instead of saying dupes. So I got a dupe of it. I love it. And I actually got Brown Sugar Bae's Woo Child. Love it first sniff. So I am saying that I am really into Wave Child now. And I don't really like my Fleur Terrible like that. Something smells a little off about it, the musk in it. But I'm gonna try it out again because I felt that way initially, then I loved it, then I fell off again. So I'm all over the place with that too. But yeah, so Jerome D. Marino, he did those 3. And so Jasmine Freak, I love. Wave Child, I'm loving. So maybe I need to give Love-O-Matic some more play. And I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. Because I'm super duper excited that Jerome DiMarino is behind this. Sophisticated says she loves Jasmine Freak. G is a big fan of Wave Child. And then Nika says, if you're into dates, then the Chloe Nomad Natural is nice. So I am into dates for the most part. But yeah, I would definitely give that a try. What up? Katie, you're in the house. How are you? How have you been? Oh, yeah, that's me too. So G says, now that the temps have hit the 90s or even the 100s, Wave Child has been her go-to. Girl, if you love Wave Child, then you need Woo Child by Brown Sugar Bae. You need it. Sophisticated says she had Dapper's version first, then had to get the I also have Woo Child. She had to get the OG, and she also has Woo Child. Isn't Woo Child bomb? It is so good. I'm glad to hear that you that's sometimes what I do too. And I have a feeling that because I have no Room 1015s officially in my collection, and I wanted Jasmine Freak to be the first one. It might be Wave Child. I don't know, child, because I'm loving all things that DNA. The description of Wave Child sounds like the JPG Divine. So Divine is a little bit more solar to me, I think. It's a little bit more solar. Yeah, I think of yellow flowers and stuff when I think of JPG Divine. But Wave Child is like that watermelon, aquatic, musky thing going on. Nika says that she's excited to try Love-O-Matic, so I'll have to watch the replay to catch my thoughts on it. So that's just overall, it's like light, musky, fresh laundry with a little candy sweetness behind it. It's pretty light. I didn't feel like it was full bottle. Just that I have other scents that I like a lot more. But I am really going to give this one a shot because I am a fan of Jerome de Marino, who worked on this fragrance, as well as Wave Child and Jasmine Freak. And I love those two. So super excited, super excited. I'm back. Hey, Mamina. We've been out celebrating Gemini season. I think it's so funny because generally I'm like, oh, I'm celebrating all month. Yes. And so I kind of took off a few days, not quite a full week, but in my mind, it feels like a full week of celebrating. And I am like a little exhausted. I was a little exhausted after that week. So I wasn't online. And then it's just like, it's almost like going to the gym or something. Like if you're not constantly doing it and you take a break, it's hard to kind of jump back sometimes, but I'm here. I just said no makeup, whatever. I am going to get online and do things. So that is Love-O-Matic by Room 1015. I will try to wear it in full tomorrow. And then perhaps, I know I have an 8:00 meeting tomorrow, but hopefully around 9:00 I'll be able to jump on and just give you more feedback of a full wear. I do want to layer it with Candy Heart, so we'll just play around and see how that goes. How does that sound? So I definitely have been loving Wooch. So let's just jump into it, okay? What we've been loving in June. If you've been loving some things, make sure you drop it in the chat because I want to know. I'm super nosy. But I'm going to tell you some of the things that I've been loving. So I attended our local Brown Sugar Babes pop-up. So that was one of the highlights of this month. Going to the pop-up. I went last year. The vibes were super cute. You're around all of your fanatic friends and strangers and like-minded folks, and it's just always a good time. Last time I went, I wasn't quite on the Brown Sugar Babe train because I just wasn't. I wasn't a fan of super expensive oils. And I just found it interesting. Like today in the Facebook group, I was reading somebody like, oh, well, if they're not in your budget, then it doesn't make it a bad thing. And I like a luxury experience. So that fits my budget and I do me. All right, do you, hon, do you. But that's just what I just did not feel right. But the more I wore my other oils that I did end up with, like Sugar Plum, that was not love at first sniff, but just over time, I really learned to enjoy it and appreciate it. So let's talk about how this pop-up went. So this pop-up was actually, I just instantly ran into a bunch of frag friends. I put up a little reel on my Instagram if you want to go check that out. And I put it on TikTok. I'm not huge on TikTok, but I am there. So that'll just show like kind of like how things were and what they were going. And they were running the sale of like buy 3, get 20% off. So I picked up a couple because I'm just being me. And I ended up picking up this one, which is, so this is Woo Child, part of the Summer Madness collection. I got level 13 because I'm still in my Musk Girl era. And level 13, another 13 is iconic. I picked up this limited edition one, which is sparkling blush. That is the oil that matches Pink Me Up by Atelier des Sources. And lastly, because I just couldn't keep it at 3, y'all, this is the part I'm mad about. I shouldn't say mad, but it's like, hold on, y'all, 1 second. Sorry, was trying to talk to my son real quick. So the other one that I have, I'm in there, just all the good vibes, things are smelling good. And I already knew, and I told myself, even when people were like, hey, did you get over there to smell so-and-so? And I'm like, it's so busy in here, like, it's hard to smell stuff. Like, I would have to either take the tester strip or something on my hand and like walk out in the hallway just to kind of like quiet my other senses. You know how people do when they need to see, they turn down music or the noise. That it was that kind of thing where I needed to just concentrate and make my sense of smell focus. And so I was like, that's the way that I was able to just really smell things. So I came across Sweet Thing. For those of you that already know what Sweet Thing is, I get it. But Sweet Thing had like, I saw the little pictures and notes of like strawberry, cotton candy, something else and another. And I smelled it real quick and was like, oh, I like that one. I need, because I'm always looking for like a generic base. I definitely have a few like the Fenty body butters, the EOS vanilla cashmere, but I'm just always looking for that one, just that one good one that layers well with everything, to wrap you up in the marshmallow essence. And so I thought Sweet Thing was it. Sweet Thing is pink sugar. They called it an original, but Sweet Thing is really just pink sugar. And guess what? Kia detests pink sugar. So pissed. Because actually, I think they added this into my buy 3, get 20% off. And so the originals are kind of like the lower priced ones. Either, y'all, I'm just like, I cannot believe I did not smell pink sugar. So if you have not been to a BSB pop-up and you are slated or have tickets to go to one in your city, I would suggest, and this is kind of hard because I was there, and it is a lot of chaos and madness. But if you can, write on your blotter strips the names and go outside of the room or the area and sniff. I was with good sister Sierra, and she had saved all of her scent strips in her bag and wrote on them. So as we stood in this really, really long line, she and I and some other friends were able to just like sniff and kind of make sure we revisited our thoughts on the different oils. So that was so helpful, and I wish I would have done them. Some other people have the technique of like putting them in a Ziploc bag and things like that. So I just wish I had done that, but I was trying to like sniff. I don't like it. I'm not going to clog my memory bank with things that I don't like, only the ones that I'm interested in. But even still, I did not label the scent strip, so I was not able to smell Sweet Thing again and realize that it's actually pink sugar. So they also, along with the bags, these brown metallic bags, you would get a free 2-ounce oil in the bag. And so I was able to get Rich Auntie. I don't know all of the Brown Sugar Babe oil names by heart, but Rich Auntie is Delina. And I love it. I love it. I mean, I'm just a fan of Delina anyway, so that was very, very cool. So out of these, I have been wearing Woo Child the most. Like that one it's just speaking to my, summer Wild Child. And so I really enjoyed that. I'm looking forward to breaking out the level 13 and letting it do what it do. Oh, I have worn sparkling blush because I want to pink me up so bad. And I finally got it, but I just could never. I don't know. I felt like my base just wasn't giving it the push that it needed. So I went ahead and bought sparkling blush basically for one perfume. But it's okay. It is a raspberry. Pink Me Up is a nice sparkling raspberry fragrance. And I really felt like the oil did what it needed to do with that fragrance. So I was happy about that. And those are the two that I have worn so far. And I'm looking forward to wearing the others. I definitely had to have level 13. But let's see what you guys are talking about. Arlene is saying the watermelon is really coming out now since it's been sitting for a year. Nice. Okay. So I didn't realize Divine had watermelon. Oh, I'm so excited about Jerome Marino doing that fragrance. He also did some Uno Vino Mads, the new Estrella de la Mañana, Jardins de Misfa. So he did that as well. All right, I'm gonna get off of him because I just wanted to see Divine. I don't think I. JPG. Let's see what they say. They have a Divine Elixir. Okay. So, oh, it does have Calypso. All right. And the top, Arlene. Yep. Bergamot red berries. In the middle, there's the Lang Lang jasmine and lily. At the base, there's meringue, musk, and patchouli. Okay. So I will say, because I did not want to jump out there and just purchase Divine, I do have a dupe schmoop of it. And I felt like it was kind of close, but I did not get watermelon in it. And I will double check with that because that is really interesting. Like, I think it'll be a good addition. And it just may go with Woo Child. You put me on, Arlene. You're putting me on, Layering Goddess. Thank you. Okay. No problem, girl. I'll have to bring it so that you can smell it on Sunday. We're linking up on Sunday, and I'm super excited. KD's telling us that he's slowly making his way to work tonight amid a small rolling blackout. Yikes. We actually I was with my friend this weekend and she experienced a blackout too. Electricity outage, and she had to pack her bags in the dark. So I was like, Katie also likes Wave Child as well. Love it, love it, love it, Kari. Arlene says she's been loving Tiziana Terenzi Haley, Mason Mataha Printemps Blanc, Donna Born Green Extravaganza, Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, and Ellis Brooklyn Miami Nectar and Guava Granita. All right, love it, love it, love it, love it. So I decided to go ahead and purchase me a birthday fragrance. And that birthday fragrance was Printemps Blanc. I'm glad that you're loving it. I am hoping to love it as well. It is a like, it is not a love. It's reminding me of a dialed back 100 Silent Ways maybe a little bit more floral, less sweet. I mean, it's cool, but when I already love 100 Silent Ways, I did not need Printemps Blanc. I do love Green Extravaganza as well. There is a Black-owned, women-owned small indie brand that has a company website where she sells fragrances too, as well as inspired fragrances. Her name is Seductive Scents with CE''ductive Scents. I've seen her, and she makes rounds in the Facebook groups, and she has a version of Green Extravaganza called Teacup that's pretty popular, and everybody's looking to get their hands on it this Friday. So for those that are fans or might want something a little to support, that's a nice one to purchase. Sweet Thing was just all right for me. Arlene, I've been in the kitchen cooking, trying to figure out what I'm going to blend with this thing to kind of tone down whatever I don't like about it. I have layered it so far with Melanie Martinez's Crybaby Schmoop Dupes. And I felt like that stayed in the same vein, but toned down something I don't like about it. But definitely all right. I just wish I had not went ahead and like spur of the moment purchased it when I really didn't need it and could have stayed within my little, buy 3, get 20 off. Nika says, she's been reaching for Byredo's La Tulipe, Nasamado's Fantomas, and L'Artisan Perfumers Piment Brûlante. Oh, okay. Those sound cool. So does L'Artisan Perfumer have pimento or something in it like that? How does Guava Guarnita wear for you, Arlene? Nika's asking Arlene. And what's a great intro to Mesa Mataha? I've not tried anything from the house. You haven't tried Gourmand Escapade? Is that the name? I hear so many versions of people making it. I hope that's the name. Gourmand Escapade Gourmand. That's what it's called. Escapade Gourmand. You have not tried that one? Nika says, yes, it has a chili note, but wears really fresh and a smidge green. Oh, that's nice. Sounds pleasant for these hot temps that we're having around here. So we just had a great time at the BSB pop-up. They had champagne flowing. There were nice little picture installations where you could do the camera 360 or do their photo booth and, the brown sugar babe balloons and props. So it was a good time. We enjoyed ourselves. And I mean, here's to year 3. If they come back, I'm pretty sure I'll be there. It was a really good time. So that was that. So we've covered my brown sugar babes haul, if you will. There are a couple more coming in because they had a Juneteenth sale. And there were some things that I wanted that I regretted that I didn't get at the pop-up, although I was that the pop-up was very close to the Juneteenth and I needed to stick to buying only a few. But I think that's going to be it for me for a little while because, I just need to take a break. My pockets need a break. It's not my birthday anymore. We need to scale back. We need to do those things. Let me tell you, this is very random and odd, but I have a favorite snack. Even though I'm trying my best not to eat them, but I just had to. These are the Albanese sour gummy worms. And these caught my eye because I like Albanese. It's a woman-owned brand. But it says start sour, stay sour. Bro, I'm into sour candies. And yes, it's not just the opening or the little sour sugar on the gummy worm. This is full on sour. I love it. So if you're into sours like me, get the Albanese sour gummy worms. They're so bomb. What else did I have to tell you guys about? Let's just talk about what I wore for my birthday. My actual birthday, one, I did say that I was trying to make a tray, right? And I put together a few fragrances that I wanted to wear. So for my birthday, I knew I was going to be outside in the elements. It was going to be hot, and that I would likely be dancing, drinking, all the things. It was so hot I did not drink. I was just gulping and taking back water. But that day, because I knew I was just going to be doing a lot and I was going to be perspiring, I decided to go with Valaya Exclusif with my favorite layering fragrance with that, the Good Scents. It's a fragrance. Why I hate when the name escapes me, but it's a fragrance that I've talked about on here before, and that it has a glazed, like a donut glazed note to it or whatever. So it adds like that sugary sweetness to Valaya Exclusive, and I just love it. They don't come up. Yeah, they only have 2 fragrances in their database, in Fragranica's database. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll list it in the description box if anybody's curious or interested. But that is what I wore on my birthday. It was a tried and true layer combination that I truly enjoy. So I wanted that freshness of Valaya, the projection from the beautiful florals, clean summer, spring vibes. I wanted that day. And I think it did me well. Like, I enjoyed it per usual. So that was cool. The other day, or another day that I was celebrating my birthday, I wore the Chronic by Byron Parfums. I know that I told you guys the story about how we fell out of love and how we needed to get reacquainted. That was one of the fragrances that I mentioned in my last live, that I definitely wanted to pull out and wear. And so I wore it. I enjoyed it. I wore it twice in a row. And the Chronic is really just this sweet, deep, sensual fragrance. But it's playful, and it's more of an informal fragrance for me. It's not something that I would wear to a formal occasion where we need to dress up, gowns, pretty dresses. It's one of those, like, I'm in my cute jeans and sneaker type outfit. I just love that fragrance, and I felt great wearing it. The Chronic, that was my favorite fragrance of 2021. Yeah. And then, for those of you that celebrate Juneteenth, how did you celebrate and what did you do? So for Juneteenth, oh my goodness, it seems like I feel like I've done quite a few things. So Juneteenth is one of the holidays that I like to celebrate. I'm glad it's become a federal holiday so far. I've seen things online where people are like, oh, I wish it stayed a Texas thing. And I'm just like, somebody fought really hard to get that to be a federal holiday. And yeah, people migrated from Texas to other parts of the country and have been celebrating it from early days on. So way before it became a federal holiday, people have been celebrating it in other places other than Texas for so long. But I guess the point behind them saying that was something about how it feels watered down and people are just kind of making a mockery of it. Look, we need all the times to celebrate that we can. People bombing other people is doing too much. Let's have some joy where we can get some joy. Why we gotta throw some stank on and be like, oh, I wish it was still a Texas thing. All right. But we're going to keep celebrating up here. So what I did was I visited one of my favorite restaurants that was doing like an all-day happy hour, and they had a live band, and they were just cranking, doing a lot of like nice R&B, hip hop, reggae. Like it was a little vibe. And then I went to another establishment here in the DC area, but it's actually in DC, and it's called Sycamore Oak, where there are it's like this complex of like Black owned business, and it's an event space. So that was pretty dope. It was raining, so it kind of rained on the parade a bit, but overall it was just a good time. And so I am unofficially part Pittsburghese. And so this weekend I went to their Juneteenth celebration because they have been touted to have like the biggest Juneteenth celebration in the country, so they say. And I just think that is the case because they actually have like this sort of festival of sorts that goes on from like 11 a.m., 10, 11 a.m. to 9 at night. And so this is going on for 4 days straight. So it was Juneteenth on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They had musical acts. They had children's festivities. They had parades. They had all of this grand stuff. And so I was able to participate in 2 out of the 4 days. And we had a great time. We just were outside in the elements, sweating. There was some rain, but overall, it was just a good time, and being able to celebrate freedom, being Black, and all the good things. I wore, for those 2 days, I wore the Woo Child and the Wave Child Schmoop Doop combination for 1 day. I liked it. I thought it lasted. I did not, I didn't really get much feedback on it, but girl, it's okay because I love it. I loved it. And then the next day, I think, it was a moment of a truce because I realized I had like some Delina body wash, Delina cream. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to put those to use. Like I just, sometimes we'll get things and because they might be in a travel size, you just kind of push it to the side. But because it was in a travel size, I decided to travel with it and made that my scent of the day. And I put some Empatia on it. So the truce came with Empatia. I said, I know she's a good girl. We just have to come back together and love on each other, So I had to put Empatia aside for a little bit because I had gotten sick wearing it, and it was just too much for me to the point where I had to sit her down and be like, we're on break. We're officially broken up for a while. So this weekend was the first time I wore her again. And, it was a good thing. Like I enjoyed that layering situation. It lasted forever. Yeah, it really did last forever. I feel like I still smelt it on me the next day. So good times, good people, good fun, good smells. OG Mac Swag. Hey, how are you? Thank you so much for joining in. It's been a while. What's going on? How are you? That's a house I'm yet to explore. Were you talking about Byron perfumes? G. And Sophisticated said I had to work and was big mad. Oh my gosh, I heard about that too. Some other people that I knew were just saying how it's one of those arbitrary holidays that's like MLK. MLK holiday. Well, I work for the government, so we get it off. And so sorry about that. No holiday pay either. Put some respect on our name, okay? Put some respect on it. Pay people. Jesus. We had to go through all this just to be free. Yeah, so yep, she was talking about Byron. So my favorite Byrons so far have to be like The Chronic and Pirates. I forget what it's called. Let's see. Pirates. I don't see it, but I think it's Pirates 2.0 by Byron Parfums. That one is a light, floral, fresh one that really is like an amazing work fragrance. Like I like to wear it to work. I remember I walked into work and they were like, something smells really good. And I was like, it's probably my perfume. Thank you. They was like, no, it's like really all over the office and like that like couldn't be your perfume. And I was like, oh, okay. But Pirates 2.0 and The Chronic are my fave. I do have some of the other ones, such as like The Chronic Rouge, Black Dragon, the Schmoop dupes of those. I'll start off with like the sample, get the Schmoop dupes, compare them. So I say that I have it. So yeah, those are some cool ones. Pay the people, absolutely. Like it's 2025. Let's get with the people. So we have been on here almost an hour, and I want to thank you. Hey, OG Mac Swag, Solomon's Vineyard. Drop in the comments what you're wearing tonight. I know you're wearing something amazing. You're down there in the good old Louisiana heat. Let us know. But yeah, so lastly, we talked about what we've been loving, what we've been loving for June, what I wore for my birthday for Gemini season. But it's that time of the year, guys, where it's like so hot that it makes you really think hard about like what you want to wear, fragrance wise, because you're going to sweat through it. The sun's going to beat through it. Like, what are your tried and true, trusted hot weather fragrances? Like, I know it sounds like sometimes that people are just doing videos to throw out some content, but seriously, like hot weather fragrances, like that is super duper like needed. And I would say that Valaya Exclusif for sure is one of my Delina La Rose perfect hot weather fragrances. Yeah, let me know, like drop some in the chat, like, because I need to have like a go-to arsenal for hot weather. When I'm working in the office, like that's cool. I can pretty much still get away and wear anything because I'm in air-conditioned spaces. Even though I still like to go out and walk around and stuff like that and be out in the heat. That's a safe kind of place to still wear regular perfume. But when we're out on the weekends, out doing things outside in the elements, what are your go-to hot weather fragrances? G says, for the really hot days, Clean Reserve Lotus water. Okay, I have not heard of that or smelled that. And Valaya, okay, we're here. The Valaya Exclusif gets really plays her part very, very, very well. I am proud of her. She deserves all her flowers. And Delina La Rose, they're kind of two in the same for me. OG Mac, I think he's saying he's wearing Amwash tonight. Which one? You gotta spill the tea. G also says Diptyque's Lily Faye. Oh, Faye. I think we had this conversation before, but Diptyque's Lily Faye. I still have not smelled that one. Sophisticated said Chanel, Paris, Paris, and Riviera. Okay, good to know. Oh, G says Santal Painkiller. Who's that by? As well as Chanel's blouse. Who's that by? Oh, so Max says I'm rocking King Blue tonight. Okay. Who makes King Blue? That was my next question too, Nika. And then he said Amwash. Okay, so Amwash makes the King Blue. Okay, I got it. Got it. Nika says J-Hack Superdose. Ooh, okay. I love that in heat. I think I would really love that in heat. I just not have tried it for the longevity in hot weather. But Bois Imperial, Frederick Miles, Bigger Rod, Concentrate. Oh, all right. Okay. Those are nice. Louis Vuitton or Dabsons. I don't know how to say that, but I have heard of that. I have not gotten my nose on it. YSL's blouse, not Chanel. Okay, got it. Yeah, because they have like that wardrobe, a suit collection, I think, with like jersey, blouse, trench. I hope I'm remembering correctly. And Sarah Baker's Greek Keys. Okay. I don't own anything by Sarah Baker, but I feel like she's talking about the Greek Keys. That sounds Mediterranean, coastal, aquatic. Let me know if I'm on the right path, Nika. G says that name with the B is the house behind Santal Painkiller. All right. Chandra. Hey, girl. Hey. She's just jumping in. What are we talking about right now? We are talking your go-to hot weather fragrances. So they're putting things out in the chat, giving us their recommendations because this is the time. This is the time. Many of these I have not gotten my nose on, so I am feeling behind the ball here, but these are great suggestions. Yep. Okay. What's your favorite hot weather fragrance, Chandra? Because you're down in the Texas heat. Let me know. Max says, Love and Hermes Ogive. I have not heard of these, you guys. I feel so left out. But I'll probably try to look them up. Guerlain's Mus Outre Blanc. Yes, I have heard of that. I have not gotten my nose on it. I think is it Guerlain's Musk Imperial? It's like a deeper musk, I think. It doesn't tell me other than a musk, other than Musk Ultra Blanc, and I know that I have this decant travel of a musk, but it's not Ultra Blanc. It's Musk Noble. That's what it's called. The Les Absolus Dorient Musk Noble. I always called it Musk Noble. This one. That's the one I have. And this one, yeah, because see, this one is like a deeper musky. It has leather, amber, aldehydes, metallic and aromatic notes by Terry Wasser. But I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Limonada by Narcotica. Oh, okay. So, yes, I have a decant of that, but I have not had this confidence that it will do what it needs to do in the hot weather. You say so, Chandra? Yep, spot on, kid. It's fresh, breezy, and a little blue. Perfect name, Sarah Baker. Um, Chandra also, oh, she says, oh, that Hermes flanker is really good. Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar, but Chandra says BDK 312 cent on a rack. Yes, that one I say it projects and it does what it's supposed to do. Good one, good one. Chandra says she's really been into Unuit Nomad, nothing but seeing sky. I am into Unuit Nomad. I'm not sure if I haven't gotten my nose on enough things to say like I really like them as a brand, but when I was at Sin Explore and talking to, I really want to say she was the co-founder of the brand. Um, she was super nice, and I enjoyed exploring what I could while I was there. They keep auto correcting. I don't want you to auto correct. Nui Nomad. Jordan de Misfa. Oh yes, we did mention that Jardins de Misfa was done by Jerome de Marino. I was trying to see if I can get the name of the lady that I think I met at Sin Explore, but let's not worry about that right now. And oh, G says Sand and Skin by Fluoride. Cool. Another one I've never got my nose on. Chandra says she immediately bought a full bottle after sampling it last week. Same with the new Dandelion Butter by Clue. So good. There's somebody in the groups that has been talking about Clue. So I don't recall if it was you, Chandra, but I know that there are some people that definitely agree with you. It might be, I have to look. I have to give Dandelion Butters, I have to try Dandelion Butter since it sounds like we like the same scents, Chandra. Chandra is telling us that Dandelion Butter is a weird one, but that's Clue for you. It has a very realistic dandelion note. Okay, I don't know what a dandelion note is. In the top, but it dissipates to a lactonic, creamy, and milky scent. Okay, that is very interesting. Super. Well, I have been loving these suggestions. Let me, I'm going to screenshot a few because I didn't take any notes, but I will let these screenshots help me out here. Save. Yeah, give me 2 seconds. I'm screenshotting some stuff here because I didn't write it on with notes, write it down in any notes. Save. So Arlene is telling us about guava granita. It wears about 4 to 5 hours, and the coconut comes out really well. I have a travel. I need to wear it. I need to wear it. And now, and because you told me that coconut is in it, um, I do have another 2 ounce coconut brown sugar baby oil that I can layer those together with. Mm-hmm. And G is trying to decide between guava granita and lotus water. um, yes, these are total great recommendations. So I hope that you guys have the start of your summer has been amazing. June is my favorite month, of course, and I'm looking for more amazing summer days and just smelling good, feeling good. But thank you guys so much for joining in tonight. I've missed you guys. I'm glad we were back here for another night. I will try to report back in tomorrow. Like I said, I do have an 8 p.m. meeting. Whew, and hopefully it does not run over because life has just been life. And I'm like, I tried to pick a late time, like 9 o'clock to just start, and life just lives. And these lives actually started out of like, I'm by myself. Uh, I don't feel like being out of the house is during the week. It's 9 p.m. It's late. Let me do lives. And then things have kind of changed course a bit. So, but I hope it pushes me to do videos because I keep talking about how I'm gonna do videos, but you guys, doing lives are just a little bit more up my alley. But anyway, more conversation for another day. Love you guys. Check you later. Bye.